Have you decided to make an offer on a home, but don't know exactly what you need? Well, let's talk about that today. Hey, I'm Adam D with the Local Connect and KW Realty, and one of the most frequent questions we get is, what do I need to make an offer on a house? So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly the steps we need to take in order to prepare an offer. So it's very important to know exactly what you need in order to put an offer together, because the ultimate goal is to get your offer accepted, isn't it? And one of the things we have to do is relay confidence to the seller. And if we don't have everything you need in the offer, they're probably not going to be very confident or accepted. So we're going to give you some very important tips today to make sure that you're preparing your offer correctly. So the first thing that you need is a strategy. At this point, you're probably working with a real estate agent. You're going to want to go over with them a strategy, meaning, is it a multiple offer situation? Are you trying to get a lower price on it? Do you want to secure the house right away? You need to be very honest and transparent with your agent so they know the right way to present your offer. For example, is this a take it or leave it offer where there is no negotiation room? Or do you want to have more of a back and forth in a negotiation? The agent needs to know that so that they're presenting the offer in the right manner. More importantly, how aggressive do you want your agent to be? When you're hiring a professional, like a real estate agent, an attorney, a CPA, whoever it is, you need to make sure that they're acting just as aggressive or not as you want them to. So talk about your strategy. The next thing before preparing the offer is you need to make sure you have a pre-approval from your mortgage lender. It's really important not only to have the pre-approval, but to make sure the lender you're working with has a familiar and they are experienced in the area and the property type that they're lending in. The listing agent or the seller is going to consider your offer based off of not only your criteria, but how likely it is that lender's actually going to be able to get the job done. If you do not need mortgage financing, then you're going to want a proof of funds or a recent bank statement to show your liquid assets that are equal to or above the purchase price. Now, every market's different, and that's again why it's important to work with a real estate agent, because they're going to let you know the local market intricacies of how an offer should be delivered, because again, we want to relay that confidence to the seller. So if you prepare your offer in a way that's the norm in California, but you're buying a house in New Jersey, it's just not going to work. So here, we present offers on a full contract of sale with all the terms and conditions. We typically do not use letters of intent. We want to make sure your offer appears as strong as possible. So you're going to go over not only what the offer amount or purchase price is, but how much of a deposit, we call it good faith deposit or an earnest money deposit, how much money you're leaving with the title company until closing, how quickly do you want to close, or what do you want your settlement date to be? If you're getting a mortgage, how much is the mortgage amount and how much is the cash amount of the purchase? And are there any other contingencies? Are you having inspections? How long are those inspections? You know, the standard inspection period's 10 to 14 days. Sometimes you're modifying that to, again, be more or less aggressive. Do you have another home to sell? Do you have any other inspections that you want to have? Are you doing a 1031 exchange, or is there anywhere else that the money's coming from? These are all things that you need to speak with your agent so they can have it documented correctly in the contract. We have other items in our market too, such as, is it a rental property? Are there leases that you're taking over? Is it a condominium and there's condo docs or rules and regulations that you need to review? If you want an opportunity to do that, it needs to be in the contract. These things are all very important. You know, we see mistakes often where a buyer may say, well, you know, maybe we'll see, let's play it by ear. Well, that doesn't work. When we present the offer, we want to let the seller know all the terms and conditions. We don't want to leave anything up for debate. It's very, very important. Here's an example I can give you if you look at things from the other side as a seller or even a listing agent, for example. It's very common as listing agents that will get offers that do not have all of the terms and conditions. And it will actually decrease the confidence or give concern to the seller. So they'll start to think, well, if the buyer couldn't put all of their terms into the offer, if they didn't know how to fill out the contract correctly, or they didn't use the right forms or the right paperwork, what's it going to be like working with this buyer throughout the course of the transaction? Again, we have to deliver confidence to them. And if your agent can't prepare the contract the right way, they're really going to lose hope in you as a buyer. So it's very important we have all these things together up front, and if we do it all correctly, we're going to present the offer in its best light, deliver as much confidence to the seller, and give you the best chance of getting your offer accepted. I can tell you there's been many times in my career where we have not had the highest offer or the best terms, but the sellers accepted it because they were most confident that the client we were working with was actually going to show up at a settlement table and get through the whole transaction process. So if you're thinking about buying a property, now you know all the steps to take in order to prepare an offer and the things to review with your real estate agent. I'm Adam D with the Local Connect and KW Realty. You can reach me at 609-604-5958. I'm happy to help any of your buying or selling or investing real estate questions. If you like the information we discussed today, please make sure to subscribe to my channel so you're alerted of the next video where we answer more important questions about real estate buying and selling in our area.